Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take a look at this EZA Great Saiyaman and Videl cards, so I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to be. With the Gamma 1 and 2 being Defenders of Justice, like, there could be maybe a place for this unit as a good free-to-play option, right? Because this is all about Defenders of Justice, and the Gammas are very premium Defenders of Justice units, right? Before it was kind of like the Videl team. Well, Videl's now a little bit dated, but now we could replace Videl with the Gammas, and we might be cooking a little bit. So we're going to take a look how this unit looks today, and I've got them in a setup where we're just going to try to make them look really good. But most of the time, I think this is just a floating unit that you would run, right? Their leader skill is for Defenders of Justice. It's just a free-to-play of 77%. Not anything you'd use outside of free-to-play content. Super attack effect. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. Does supreme damage and lowers extreme class enemies' attack and defense. So in a super battle road situation against extreme enemies, the lowering could be good, but the great attack and defense raise, that is good. So we'll keep that in mind. Attack and defense 158 at the start of turn, an additional attack and defense 58 while performing a super, plus an additional attack and defense 58 when attacking extreme class enemies. Chance of performing a crit and chance of evading plus 4%, plus attack and defense 10% per Defenders of Justice category ally on the team. So we are running a full team of Defenders of Justice. So what, we'd get another 70% attack and defense, and then what, 28% crit and evade? That's pretty good. Like, there's a lot packed in there. If you're running full Defenders of Justice, like, they're getting a lot, right? And then Defenders of Justice allies get 3 key, an attack and defense and crit chance plus 18%. And then he seals the attacked enemy super attack for 2 turns. So that last part is kind of significant. Because that means even if he doesn't super, if you just tap him for normal, you're going to get a 2-turn seal. So this is like a super good Super Battle Road unit. But we're going to see how they look in... we're going to do an Infinite Dragon Ball history. But yeah, this unit's got a lot in there. So I gave him a lot of dodge, a lot of additional. They're kind of mid-linked right now. This is the team we're running. Breaking up my boy Jocko. I haven't used him really since I got him, so I figured, sure, let's throw him on the team and try him out. So here we are linked up with Great Saiyaman 4. And yeah, we're getting 5 links there. Pretty dang good. So we're at 168k defense, but remember, we get a great raise here. And then there's another 58% there. So we get a lot on super. I just wish the game would tell me what the mid-turn defense is. I need someone like Minato around me constantly to tell me to calc these stats. I'm not good at calcing these stats out, but I'm guessing like 300 plus K defense. 5.2! Wow! That's really good! And then the attack down, the defense down, the seal? I wasn't expecting them to hit for like 5 mil, and they're like a support unit. Dude, on a Defenders of Justice team, I'm liking them. I am really liking them. Let's float Gamma 2. Or should I keep... No, I'll keep Gamma 2 on rotation. We'll run the dynamic duo of Gamma 2 and Jocko and see what happens here. Gamma 2 and Jocko is a dynamic duo. Because Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, they're going to... The LR, they're going to link really well with our unit. And they're a really good defense support. So we'll let it ride here. But yeah, 5.2 right out of the gate. That was not bad. I just came out of doing the showcase for the Int Bowman. I was really impressed with her. And she can hit, like, crazy attack stats, but she has to, like, dodge a lot in slot 1 to get that. So I wouldn't realistically expect that all the time. But I had her at, like, 7.2 mil at one point. Pretty crazy for that Int Bulma. I'm really liking these units, though. Like, just after seeing one turn of this guy and, like, everything that's in his kit, once again, for free-to-play units to be good, they need, like, utility, they need support, or they need defensive tech. And both of these units have all of those things. They both have support. They both have, like, dodge, like they've got what you want, and they can actually hit pretty decent stats. All right, so this is going to be our best friend right here. We got, what is that, 6 out of 7 links here, and then this tech unit is also a support unit, and they exchange, but we're not going to exchange them, so we should be looking pretty good on this turn. Once again, the starter turn defense not really there. You're probably going to want them more in slot 2, and in fact, we will put them in slot 2 here. Because I don't think this Tech Saiyaman 1 and 2 exchange unit is going to do anything. And then we'll see what we get here in slot 2 for an attack stat. Let's see. Yeah, and they got a little bit of dodge too. So 2 mil for these guys. So these guys are a little bit of an older EZA, but they're kind of similar in that they are doing debuffing. Got a little bit of dodge. They have support. Alright, 4.8. So yeah, if we're just going to be hanging around 4 to 5 mil attack stats as a floating support unit, I'll take that. And the thing with this unit that's different than the Bulma, they're not reliant on like dodging or like stacking a bunch to get to those attack stats. Like they just have that. So realistically, as a floater, yeah, you can expect 4 to 5 mil attack stats if you're running a full Defenders of Justice team. And you know, with these Gammas, sure, just lock my 2 Gammas together, fine. And I didn't actually bring any. Yeah, I should have brought like a Senzu Bean or something, but that's fine. Between the 2 Gammas, we might just take out Dabura anyways. I feel like he stuns though. We'll see what happens here if we get supered and stunned or something. Let's see, is this going to stun? No? Okay. Pretty weak attack stat from Gamma 2, but not built up and not linking at all, so that'll kind of happen. That's the one thing, like, I like Infinite Dragon Ball History as kind of like, it's basically like a Legendary Goku event, but you can get setups with villains in it. The only thing I don't like about Infinite Dragon Ball History, in terms of like showcase setting, is they typically do a lot of debuffs, right? So I probably should just plan on bringing Senzu Beans into this. I thought of it like right after I went in. I'm like, we'll see. So far it didn't affect us too bad, because this rotation, that's fine. It can be double Gammas. I don't like the idea of Jocko floating. I actually wanted him on rotation because he doesn't give support. I was just going to leave him on rotation and have fun with them. Because the Gamma 2s, they're too keen attack support, so they're really nice floating. But yeah, Gamma 2s wiped out Dabura, so there we go. Alright, so this one we got a little bit of defense support here. And the only thing we're missing is shocking speed. With the type disadvantage, we will sit in slot 2. Yeah, the defense stats very consistent. We're in the 160 to 170k start a turn, which once again isn't good, but you're getting 58% from passive, 58% on super, and I think there's another one for attacking an extreme class enemy. So he's got a bunch of defense procs in there. I just couldn't tell you what that exact defense number is, but I'm guessing it's in the 3 to 500k range. Like, it's probably going to be enough to where he's going to be okay against most normals and difficult content. And that's kind of about where you expect these newer units to be for like free-to-play especially. You just at least want them to tank normals and then have some defensive tech to maybe dodge or have damage reduction or something to survive if you're going to use them in a red zone. What are we going to take here? Oh, we didn't dodge. 36k. Type disadvantage, we took 36k. And I'm guessing this Majin Vegeta doesn't hit crazy hard, so that's not opting too well for their defense. And their dodge, honestly, isn't high enough to rely on. It's only 28%. Unless you give them more in hidden potential. So, I definitely like them, though. Like, as a support unit, and the amount of damage they can do in that slot 3, like, I definitely think they're a capable free-to-play unit. I do like them. And I said this in my Bulma video, but, like, not everything has to be red zone viable. Not everything needs to be compared to red zone. Like, you can definitely say, like, is a unit viable in red zone or not? But it doesn't mean that they're bad or that you can't use them at all. Like I said before, there's a lot of content in this game that is not red zone that is a lot of fun to play. Like Infinite Dragon Ball History here that I'm going into. These are fun. Like, you can go in, replay them. They're longer events. You can see what units do. Honestly, the most fun I have in Dokkan is actually just like going in and doing fun fights against long events where I'm not even necessarily worried about taking a bunch of damage. I just like to kind of play with the units and see what they can do. So here, we'll go in slot 1. Okay, 148k defense. This is because we're not getting supported. Jocko isn't supporting on the end. So we have to get him floating off again. But yeah, we'll just do maybe 1 or 2 more turns. I mean, we're getting pretty consistent numbers. Actually, 4.8 has been the most consistent number I've seen. I think once we get Gamma 2 floating, well, that's when it will shoot up like over 5 mil when we've got that like extra attack buff going. But yeah, I think as a free-to-play unit, that's... Oh, that's right, Babidi can super a bunch, but he doesn't hit that hard for supers. That's right, that's what Babidi does. Okay, so let's go and get 1 more turn. Alright, what did we do to Gamma 2? Sealed. Okay, that's fine. We'll... Actually, we can do this. Actually, let's put the good Gamma 2 in the front and just annihilate. Let's just do that. And then we'll let Saiyaman 1 and 2 do an attack. Alright, let's do that. See what happens here. So I think Babidi always supers. I think he only supers. They're just weaker, and I think they might be able to stun or seal you. Alright, well, Gamma 2 is going to take care of this, Babidi. Gamma 2 is still the GOAT, by the way. He's awesome. Love me my Gammas. They're so good. It's unfortunate for players that didn't get them. You're going to have to wait till, I think, July to get these guys. Okay. Alright, let's make this the last turn. This is a pretty good setup here, too. We never picked up Shocking Speed, but that's okay. But we'll try it in slot 1. Actually, no. We'll try it in slot 2. Yeah. So 160k defense once again. We've constantly... And here's the other thing, too. Those attack stats are while attacking extreme enemies. He does lose a buff if you're not attacking extreme, so I would probably expect him probably be more like the 3 mil range if you're not. So that's something to keep in mind. With only a 2 mil attack stat, we probably can just grab these nodes. That's fine. We're definitely not taking out Boo here. Definitely not. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these free-to-play units. I'm actually pretty impressed with both of them. Now, I haven't tried out the new AGL Goku yet. But him being unawakened, I'm not expecting much from him. But the skeleton of his kit looks really good. So I think when he gets this, Easy Ain Awakening, he's going to be looking really good, actually. He's super competitive name, though. I think he's just Super Saiyan Goku. But he could awaken into a different name. You never know. But there you go. Another 4.8 mil attack stat. Just super consistent numbers for this guy. There we got a couple of dodges off, which was really nice. So anyways, let me know what you think of these units. I love them. I think they're both really good. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.